Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's class, we'll solve question 2 from SSC June 1999. Now let's move on. Our question says, given that x over a squared plus y squared over b squared is equal to r squared, we are asked to make y the subject of the expression we are to find correct to the nearest whole number when x is equal to 6, a is equal to 4, b is equal to 2, and r is equal to 3. Solution. From our question, we are given x over a squared plus y squared over b squared equal to r squared. So now we are to make y the subject of the formula. Now to make y the subject of the formula, first let's take note that this side is our left hand side equal to our right hand side. So to continue, we'll find the LCM of the left hand side of our equation, and the left hand side of our equation is x over a squared plus y squared over b squared equal to r squared. So we have here a squared b squared. A square into a square b square, we have b square multiplying x, so we have b square x plus b square into a square b square, we have a square multiplying y square, so we have a square y square equal to r square. So to continue, we simply make r square over 1 and then we cross multiply, so we have r square a square b square equal to b square x plus a square y square. Now to find y, we simply take b square x from our right hand side to our left hand side. The sign changes from positive to negative. So we have r square a square b square minus b square x equal to a square y square. Now to find y, we simply divide both sides by a square. So we have r square a square b square minus b square x equal to a square y square over a square over a square. So on this side, a square will cancel a square, and we are left with y square is equal to r square a square b square minus b square x over a square. Now we've made y the subject of the formula, but we have y square. Now to find y, you simply find the square root of both sides. Okay, so we have here the square root of y square equal to the square root of r square a square b square minus b square x over a square. Interesting, right? So on our left hand side, the square root cancels the square of y, and we are left with y is equal to the square root of r square a square b square minus b square x over a square. Now we've succeeded in making y the subject of the formula. So therefore, y, which is our new subject, is equal to the square root of, since we have b squared to be common here, we simply factorize. So we have b square open bracket r square a square minus x close bracket over a square, and this is our formula. So we are not done yet. Let's solve the second part of the question. So what we'll simply do here is to write the formula for y, which we have gotten here to be y is equal to the square root of b square open bracket r square a square minus x close bracket over a square. So to solve this question, we simply substitute the values for x to be 6, the values of a to be 4, b to be 2, and r to be 3. So we have here y to be equal to, the value for b is 2, so we have here 2 square, open bracket, r will be 3 square, okay, a is equal to 4 square, minus our x is 6, so we have here 6, over our a is 4 square. So we have y to be equal to the square root of, we have here 4, open bracket, 3 square is 9, okay, we have 4 square to be 16, minus 6, okay, over 16. So we have here y to be equal to the square root of 4, open bracket, 9 times 16 is 144, minus 6, close bracket, over 16. So we have here to be y is equal to the square root of 4, open bracket, 138, 144 minus 6 is 138 over 16. So we have here to be y is equal to the square root of 4 times 138, we have here to be 552 over 16. And this will give us y is equal to the square root of 34.5. So we have y to be equal to the square root of 34.5 is 5.8737. So our question asks us to correct to the nearest whole number. So therefore, we have our y to be equal to 6. Correct to the nearest whole number. And this is our answer. Thank you for watching this video. On our next video, we'll solve question 3 on changing the subject of a formula. See you there.